But I think that is, you know,
If we
we've
could get
got,
half of it, we'd be better off if they didn't wanna pay for all of it.
yeah,
Right,
Maybe we
yeah,
split the cost.
it's just an idea.
Well, my dad works with the state highway department, so I can kinda fill him up on it and see if what he says about whose responsibility
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, if you would, yeah.
And then he can talk to his boss too.
I mean, at worst, we might have to leave a clean out there or something, but I think it would be a benefit.
Good idea.
That's a good idea. Okay, so we'll work on that. Okay.
So we'll just keep throwing more on your plate and best of luck.
Doesn't bother
Well,
me.
and you guys do understand that we do need these people doing, there's a lot of different things they do. And we're gonna have to put more money in their budget, because the less we put money at it and to get to fix things, the worse it's gonna get. And I personally wanna thank these guys for getting out and pushing the snow off the streets, and getting our streets opened up.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, it was
Nice to see
It was
that.
nice to have that done.
Yeah, if you can get to it before it packs.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
very easy once it packs.
The sanding was one of the nicest things.
Yes.
Yeah, he's had to play with that thing to get it to actually work right, because for a long time it was just dumping a pile here and
Yeah.
there. It wasn't spreading it out, but he's got it all figured out. But then it seemed like every time he did the sections at the highway, here would come one of the state guys and plow over everything that he just
Just
sanded.
bury it, huh?
He's like, every time. Never failed. So he has to waste more sand there, but.
Well,
And
you
that's
guys
a
did
good
a
game
good,
for
you
him
guys did a
anyway,
good job.
but-
You did a really good job. I appreciate it. And a lot of the people in town appreciated it. So thank you.
Was there going to be a schedule set up on that curb stop replacement stuff?
That's good.
Well, the problem being, we don't have a way right now to unload it. Jay has been looking.
No, I'm sorry, I probably said the wrong word. I'm talking about the cutoff valves for the water.
Show off, well.
Look
Yeah.
at Sean.
That was part of the discussion that was tabled, the
Yeah.
table of fees and
Curb
curb
stop
stop
discussion.
table.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we'll discuss that next meeting.
Okay, well, I thought the scheduling part would be different than the fees. The fees shouldn't be on that because the city should pay for that stuff up to the
We're
property.
talking about.
So that shouldn't be a
Right,
fees
I
problem.
lumped those two items into one line item.
Yeah.
The table of fees was separate from curb stops, but it was all one line item on the agenda.
Okay.
Cause it was discussion anyway, it wasn't action.
Oh, we also did get a general location about where your shut off is
Really?
from Mike.
Yeah,
He-
okay.
And it's supposed to be on the north side, somewhere on that side of your house in the yard. And we didn't use the metal detector over there. We were
North
just-
side,
Yeah,
okay. Is it where that concrete was ripped up years ago, roughly? Between the line, between where the water line goes in and the sidewalk?
it could be, we didn't go,
Okay.
we were so sure it was out there by the
Yeah.
street that we didn't use the metal detector any farther.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Well,
let's-
in-
That's good.
Let's
That's good.
move on because we're running out of time. But yes, if you could get together and get that taken care of.
Keep working.
Town clerk?
I just wanna let you guys know that the annual financial report for the 2018 fiscal year is done.
Nice.
It was a little more expensive than past reports, cause there was a lot of stuff not reported properly. But we are feeling pretty confident that it's all in the right place now, so that should really help the audit go smoothly. And you paid the fee tonight on the claims, which is an $800 fee, cause the revenues were so high from that project. And I will get it turned in here sometime in the next week or so and ask that they waive the late fees.
Good.
I don't know if they'll do it, but I didn't pay them at this time, cause I'm really hoping that they'll do it.
Blame COVID.
Yeah, well, that's my problem, I'm trying to find the exact right reason that we need them waived.
Verbiage.
But I feel like it'll be better if we've paid our $800 filing fee and we've turned it in, and then I say, okay, now it's all done, could you at least waive all this back stuff?
Yeah.
So, hopefully, but if not, we'll just have to pay it and move on, and then we will get going on the 2020 fiscal year. try to get it balanced, and then hopefully that annual financial report won't be so tough.
Like you said, it should go pretty smoothly now.
The audit should, yeah. I'm hoping the next fiscal year gets better, but unfortunately, it may not. It's just that project was so large and it's confusing to record that stuff. I've never done one, but from looking at it, I can tell it's confusing. And so there might be a lot of
Changes.
re-recording, yeah.
Okay.
So, but it is what it is, we will get it straight. So, Norm and I are working
Good
hard
job.
at
Good, thank you.
it. Mm-hmm.
Any questions for our clerk? Okay, next is the mayor council. It's a time when the council members or the mayor can bring up concern before the council that is not otherwise listed on the agenda. No action can be taken. If action is necessary, the item will be put on the next meeting agenda. I would like to just once again thank our maintenance people for getting the roads cleared and being on top of it right away. And it was a weekend. So,
And it was cold.
and it was cold and it was miserable. But there again, thank you. And I would like to thank our clerk that we have, temporary clerk coming in and helping us. Kristen, it's been really good working with you and thank you for being here for us.
No problem.
It's really appreciated. It really is, because things are getting better.
For sure.
It's gonna make the job easier for the next person, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's what I look forward to, is really getting everything in order so that you set your next clerk up for success.
Yes,
So,
exactly. Marge, you had a comment.
Yeah, and I'm not on the agenda or anything, I'll make this really brief. Sometimes I'm sure you guys felt picked on. I'm gonna share something real brief and real quick. You weren't the only ones. I got picked on about the flowers when we built the football field. I pulled out 14 trees by myself one morning. I was kind of skinny back then. With we had a big diesel pickup. And you come downtown and you can't believe the crap you could get. And some of it was good, some wasn't. So through it all, you know, painting the buildings many times and stuff, you guys have to understand, you're getting paid a big sum compared to what we got paid. We didn't get paid anything other than shell out. So if you feel picked on, I'm sorry, but I think maybe now we can have better communication. And with that, I want to say, I don't know if you guys know, I just heard today, there's a great chance we might lose our senior center.
Why is that?
A lot of bullshit. Not totally, but quite a bit. So I suggested that possibly, and I know everyone wants to go home, so I'll make this really brief. I asked one party, why don't you send out a letter and go door to door, you know, and things, and well, she'd done it somewhere else and it didn't work. So if you know anybody, you know, I think there's a lot of people in town that don't even know they can go there. And part of it is the food. Part of it is,
Yeah.
really is. And I don't know what the heck a guy can do about that.
What, do you go every,
I don't ever go. I don't take
Oh,
a
okay.
senior
Do you-
discount either.
do you have any idea how many people take advantage of it?
Right now, it's down to 15, she told me.
Well, that's not small.
I didn't think it was that bad. They had it up to 26 at one time.
Uh-huh. I know my mom used to.
I know
go
COVID
every-
has really affected a lot of it.
Yeah.
Because people are just afraid to
Don't
go
wanna
out.
get out.
They're starting to get out down there, but through,
But I would think that there's probably some hope for our senior center. And I'm not sure if I'm at liberty to discuss what's going on. Christian, are you aware? Okay, well, I'll talk with you later. There's some things in the works.
okay,
And, but yes, I think our senior center is something that's needed in every town.
yeah.
It's a place where everybody can
It's
go.
the church home or something, if they're having trouble with the building.
Yeah, I signed that too.
I don't know. You guys are probably not aware. I'll visit with you
Yeah.
a little bit later, because it's not anything firm, it's just
Yeah.
some things that are going on. So,
well, it isn't a matter of them losing it, it's a matter of people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That is the whole problem. It's not a matter of them losing the building or anything. It's a matter of the amount of food cost, which I went through there and I'll just shut up right now. But anyway,
Be sure that they are attending the free food delivery that happens in either Joliet or Bridger. Both of those places are really good about bulking up what's given to the director of the senior centers. So I know, like, when we have it in Bridger, we give the senior center far more food than we would give normally one family. And we kind of let them pick and choose what they know they can use. So if the
I will
cook
tell you
or
one cook, I
somebody, the
will
president
tell
or
you
somebody
one.
could
Yeah.
come through, either Joliet or Bridger, or if they're willing to drive to Red Lodge.
And please take your pick.
It's free
Yeah,
food
maybe they don't
delivery.
know.
Yeah, my sister, or my,
Because
yeah, my
they
sister-in-law,
will need you.
Pat,
Oh,
just
yeah.
went over there to get food for the church things.
Mm-hmm,
She
They're-
said she'd never been there, so she took her car.
mm-hmm.
They filled up the trunk, the back seat, and the
Yeah.
front seat.
Yeah.
We are
Wow.
really generous to Bridger Senior Center. The Belfry Senior Center has come through the Bridger one. I thought we got the word out to Fromberg Senior Center that
you're
they could come
dealing-
through, but I don't know. I don't even know who's a part of it. And I only
Only
help
old
with free
people
food.
go
I'm
there,
not in
right?
charge of it.
what?
Said only old people go there.
That's right. By God, I don't go to you.
I'm sorry, but I would like to go, and I really should, but I'm not a very good cook, so.
But if they would take advantage of that, that might help reduce their food costs.
Yeah.
That would, however, they've got freezers just racked full of beef that are pork and things that are not beef. Anyway.
Well, it's mostly fresh stuff. It's fruits and vegetables and
That's what I
dairy
heard.
and,
Yeah.
yeah, so it's not a lot of meat.
Okay.
They have a lot of meat.
One
So
time
if
they
there's
did.
anything
I
that
don't know
I
about
can
this
do
last time I
at
wasn't
large to
there.
help the senior center,
They had
I would do whatever I
surf,
can.
Chicken and beef.
Well, I
Yeah,
kind
I
of have
wasn't
a
there
list
last
of
time.
things. I'll get a hold of
Isn't
you
it
and
good?
maybe
What they get.
a group of people can put something together. I don't know.
The
Okay,
worst thing is things could be dated by 3 to 4 days.
Yes, you need to
Yes.
use it really quickly.
And if they're having trouble with numbers, that's an issue.
yes.
Yeah, but if they only take what they know they can use.
Yeah.
We're pretty flexible with senior centers. We kind of let them come early and pick what they know they'll use.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
That's good.
Very good.
And I've taken, some veterans down there to get food, so it's been good. Is there anything that you guys would like to bring up, or anything that you guys would like to discuss?
I got mine off earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get some more business.
I hope that the sheriff can find out whether or not we can get maybe some inoculations.
You know,
from
the reason Bridger got a clinic is our commissioner, Scott Miller, worked really hard to set that up for people on this side of the valley. And I
Yeah.
know there was some Fromberg people there.
Was it?
But you could talk to Commissioner Miller and see if he would do that again. The space needed is really a lot. We had to use,
Couldn't do it in here?
no, they were almost not happy with the Bridger Civic Center
You're kidding.
not being big enough. Yeah,
Really?
they made it work, but yeah, they
Wow.
were like, cause we suggested the senior center in Bridger also because it's handicap accessible, it's easy,
Right.
you know, it's already set up. And they said, no way, that's way too small.
So
And
what
so
about
they
the
use this-
gym or something like that?
Yes, but I don't, not while school's going on.
No, on the weekend.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll do it on a weekend, cause
No.
public health doesn't work on a weekend. So, but even if it was, if they got another one on this side of the valley, they're
Yeah,
welcome to use the
yeah.
Bridger Civic Center again, we let them use it for nothing, so.
Okay. Alright.
But talk to Commissioner
this is,
Miller, he's the one who's got a hand in that and really working hard to get this side of the valley, their stuff that's due to them, we shouldn't all have to drive to Red Lodge,
Right.
he believes,
If the
Right.
lobby was
So.
big enough up there, they could use it anytime,
up where?
to school.
The concession lobby? Have you
Oh,
been in
up
it?
here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think
I
that's
don't-
big enough.
I don't
If
think-
they
I don't
didn't-
think
no.
they would count it as big enough. They were very particular in their requirements of
Here's the
space.
problem with it, that you're not realizing. Anybody who gets an inoculation has to wait there for 15 minutes.
Yeah, you have to
And
sit for 15 minutes.
that's the biggest problem is,
And you have to come back to the exact same location exactly 28 days later, so a follow-up clinic is scheduled.
Yeah.
And everything all at the same time, so it's pretty entailed, but Commissioner Miller would be your guy. I would give him a call.
Okay, one other thing that that I'd kinda like to discuss a little bit tonight with the council, with you guys, is I called a principal up at the school today because I would like to see the school involved in our city council meetings, and I think having, and they're gonna talk with their student council representative and see if that's something that they would be interested in doing. But I think it would be good if we could have a couple of students come to our meetings and have some input as to their views and kind of what's going on, and maybe we can help them and they can help us, and,
It's a good idea.
you know,
Yeah, let's see
So-
bad about that.
I just think it would be a good idea to have them involved.
Now, since you're talking rapport, maybe you guys could carry this just a little bit farther. Like, you're gonna be having cleanup come May. We have a lot of elderly people that can't lift stuff, can't do stuff. If you made a contribution to the FFA, if you could get FFA kids to come help, and people signed up ahead of time,
Yeah,
it's just a,
that's a good
Well, they
idea.
used to always do on Earth Day, there was the huge cleanup where like the kids did the sweep of town. The town director worked with them like on haul off, stuff like that. And why that ever went away is beyond me. That was, you get done with spring, all the wind's been blowing,
Yes.
trash is piled up everywhere.
We still do
All
that,
the fences, it was a good thing. The
Oh,
kids
yeah,
just swept
I remember
everything.
that.
What, is that
Well,
like
let's-
May?
Yeah, they always did it on Earth Day, so
Yeah.
it's April.
It's like
Mhm. It was really good.
Yeah. I thought
Well,
that was a
let's-
good thing.
That would be a good program. I mean, something, would you be willing to kind of
Yeah, I can spearhead with it. you know.
spearhead something like that and to go? Yeah, that,
That was a fun thing for the kids, you got out a half a day of school. and-
Yeah, we might want to go to the
School board.
school board on that.
Yeah.
We'll go on
Yeah.
their next meeting.
yeah,
That would be bad.
that would be good.
Yeah.
yeah, on those two things, and like I said, if you felt like you could do a contribution of $100 to FFA just to do the cleanup for the elderly or something like that. As, when my kids were in 4-H, they did it.
Oh, yeah.
4-H club did it, but, you know,
Make it fun. I'll buy pizza for them. No, I won't buy it, I'll make it.
Oh,
There you go,
That's
better
better.
yet.
They can have pizza that day.
Yeah. Well, that would be fun to do. Get everybody in there.
The school council meetings are on Monday also, right?
Yeah, there's some of us.
Yeah, it has been kind of a
Just have to
conflict.
call Terry and chat with her and see what she thinks. She could put it on her agenda and she
oh,
can
that's
speak
why
to it.
Jay didn't have a razor. Cause his dad,
Oh,
and that's his
Yeah.
reason.
That's why we were considering changing our meeting to
Yes.
Tuesday.
Yeah, a couple more months and you should be in a different situation.
Okay. Is there anything else that needs to be brought up before this council?
I'd like to bring up something. I realize there's been a lot of messes going on, but the thing with Mackenzie, he has quite a big business going over there, and I don't think he has a business license. And, you know, I mean, I realize that this has been, you know, quite the big deal, but I think there should be a certain amount of respect for city ordinances and all that kind of thing, and he's kind of ramroded that whole thing, 12 feet on city property, the whole thing. And I just don't think that going along with that kind of an attitude is good.
I don't either. I totally agree that he should comply.
Yeah, everybody else.
He has a big business going right now.
Is that right?
Yes, he does. A lot of trailers and a lot of employees.
I think that's probably something that
yeah, it always sounds
we
like
need
there's commotion
to
over
probably
there.
get their sheriff's department to look into.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I will talk to Josh and,
We
We'll
could
see what
send
we
him
can
some
do.
Application or something to kind of spur the,
yeah. Thank you.
Anything else?
Okay, anything else?
It'll be the 5th, I think.
April 5th will be our next meeting date.
So,
Yep. Okay, adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Have a second?
I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second to adjourn the meeting, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.